Hello, Mum, and welcome to another video in my world. Hello to Ryan, who is um, what? Have I got? Is there something on the roof? Is there a moth? Is that there's a there's a moth on the roof? Oh, should we go and swat it? Should we go and get rid of the moth? Right, let's go up here. Let's go. Oh, I know how to swat the moth. I'm going to brush it. There we go. Yeah, let's brush the moth. There you go. You can clean the moth. Oh, okay. Right. Let me carry on. I think it's flew away. Where's it gone? Do you want to point to wherever it is? Oh, it's all the way over here. Right. Let's brush the moth. Oh, there you go. I'm brushing it. Is it gone? Have we got rid of it? Okay, we've sorted the moth issue. God, the moth. Do you know they're always doing this? The moths are always coming on and always going onto my ceiling. Fucking moths. Anyway, right. Let's go and start building because we're building a big project. Big project. I don't know how much we're going to get done. Is it becoming nighttime? Or no, it's not. It's still sunny. I was going to say if it's becoming nighttime, we've literally just slept. There's no reason whatsoever why it should be coming nighttime. Anyway, we've got a busy project. So, right, we're building. Right, what we're building is really easy, but it's really difficult to build. So, what we're going to try and do is we're just going to try and just get as much as we can do, and if it's slightly wonky, which let's be honest, it might be, then at least it won't be the end of the world. So what we're building is a giant minecart. So I'm doing another sequel to one of Stampy's games. I've done this. How many times have I done this? I've done it twice. Yes. So I did Turbo Types 2, the infamous game. Oh, we should go and play Turbo Types 2 again. That's a fun one. And then we've got, and then we have Trailblazers 2, which is over there somewhere. And what I quite like doing is I quite like building Stampy's games that no longer work or are basically ones which I think could be improved. I really messed up all of those stairs. I like to do ones which I think could be better. And this idea for this game, I've had this for probably about how long? Probably, I'm not being funny. I've probably had this idea for about 7 years, and I never did it because it was basically. Have you got enough? Oh, are we too short on the underside stairs? I'll tell you what. There's some more. Do you want to see if we can make them? How many more do we need? We need 1, 2, 3. I think we need 6. I don't know if you're going to be able to afford 6, but that's okay. do we not have enough? Right, I'll tell you what. Right, there we go. There's your andesite. Good luck. So yeah, so we're building Cart Count 2, which is the basically so Stampy did a game like about 8 years ago called Cart Count, and it's basically a game where you have like a load of minecarts in a room, and then basically you need to count how many of them there are, and then once you've counted them, then basically you then input them into a device, and if you get it right, then you win. And then you go grab an emerald and you run back. The game itself, we're not actually changing. Like the game is going to be pretty much the same. So there's going to be a big room of minecarts. You'll count the amount of minecarts that are in the room. And then basically after that, you'll then input them on a device very similar to the one Stampy did. And then if you've got it right, an iron door will open. It will have a barrel with an emerald behind it. And then basically you win if you get the right number. And then you've got to bring it back. And instead of putting it in an item frame, you're going to put it in you're going to throw it in a hopper, and it's going to make a whole load of lights light up. So that's the way of how this is going to work. I'm just going to double check this is all right. So yes, it all lines up. So yeah, so let's start doing the slabs. So we're just going to do loads of these oak slabs, which are just going to come across the floor. The big thing that we're changing about the game was the game's biggest problem, which is setting it up. So the way of how Stampy had it was that you get a third person to come online, basically just to set up the game. So they'd have to do like a load of redstone, and then basically they would like put down some repeaters to like mark who's done it. The only problem is that like you'd have to teach everyone the redstone. See, everyone would have to know like basically like how to set it up. And sometimes when we were playing it, if people don't fully understand it, they'd put it wrong, and then we'd have to restart the rounds, and it was just a bit fiddly. So this one, my big like main target for this game wasn't to necessarily change the actual game. It was basically to make it so it can set itself up. And this has been an idea I've had for literally years. Like, I used to have a Xbox 360 plan world, and on that plan world you can even see me trying to work out this game. And the reason why I never did it was because it would have been too difficult to have done the redstone. So basically, like, I'd have had to have had loads of redstone trail tracks, and they'd have been so difficult to have fit around each other, and it just would have been a really big nightmare. But thanks to a very nice block called the command block, I can now actually do set up. So basically, you'll press a button. The command blocks, basically, there'll be a randomizer that will fire from a dropper, basically, of all the colours. It'll get put into a sorting system, and then the sorting system, once it's been picked, will then send command blocks to some blocks to place them in the correct positions behind the item frames, meaning that if you've got it right, it will open the door, but if you go too far, it will close the door. So it's very simple. So the original cart count was built in a giant minecart, and I wanted to keep it as a giant minecart, but I thought instead of doing it as like a giant minecart on the floor, I thought I'd do a giant minecart in the air as if it's actually like on a track. And I think that's just a really cool idea. So we're going to do 4 wheels. You can see Ryan's already built the first one. And then the cart is actually going to sit like on top of these wheels. So it might look a little bit strange, but hopefully it'll look quite cool. Is this right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm going to trust Ryan's judgment with the wheels. And I'm going to hope that those are all right. And so basically we're just going to go 2 blocks out like this. Oh, not like that. Not like that. Like that. And then basically then this side will then go like that. Oh, I've done this wrong. I'm already doing it wrong. Okay, so these wheels need to be here instead. Okay, it's a good thing, to be honest. I noticed that pretty early on, because if I'd have done the entire track and then noticed it was wonky, I probably wouldn't have been very happy. So how wide does this go? So these go too wide, and then I guess I could just go to the same height as that one. The good thing is I can just now copy the wheel designs that have already been done. So then these ones will then got 1, 2. I think these got 4. So those will go like that. And then these ones will then go till we get to here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So today we're just going to focus on the minecart, and then we'll work out the redstone in the actual like rooms next time. I'm half tempted to do the redstone off camera, just because you can't do command blocks in survival. And also, if we did all of that, I think you would all literally not understand it whatsoever. So I think what we'll do is we'll say, we'll do the inside, and then I'll do the redstone off camera. Or maybe we'll do like some of the redstone, and then I'll just show it off. I think it's the easiest way to do it. So I'm just adding on some ladders. These ladders are just going to be the... Oh, one short. These ladders are just going to be the way of how you get up and down. So basically, you'll climb the ladder, and then basically that will be the way of how you'll get up and down. Why can't I craft ladders? There we go. So then now we can start actually doing the minecart itself. So let me have a look at how these go. So they actually start halfway down these wheels. So the bottom, so basically the whole minecart is built out of light grey concrete. But we are going to do some white stripes, which are going to go on the side. Basically, like on the corners, sorry, just to kind of make that. So how wide does this go? So then this goes 3 blocks out here, and then the corner should be white. And I don't have... Here we go. We've got white concrete in here. So that's how far out the minecart's going to go. And then basically this is just going to make like a big rectangle going the entire way across here. It's not going to look perfectly like a minecart, because the whole point of the minecart was to basically just be like the size that it needed for the game. So it's not going to look perfectly like a minecart, but hopefully it should look pretty good. Should we go and have a sleep, by the way, because it's very dark now, and I don't really want us being blown up by Holiday Mob. So I'll tell you what, let me just do this last grey outline, and then we'll go and have a sleep. I think there's some beds by there's some by Flip Flop number 3, so we can go and have a quick snoozy woozy over there. So yeah, and then we can get the rest of the minecart done. So as I said, it's not actually that bad. It's mainly just building the same thing over and over, and then basically then we can do the rest. There is going to be like the top of the minecart, which is going to like dip in, just because like basically that's the part where like you'd sit in the minecart, so that needs to look quite nice. How high do these walls go? I did mark with a screenshot how high these go, but I can't really remember. So basically, here we go. Here's a good screenshot. So it should go. So how high are we off the ground? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it should go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 high is how high the minecart is. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So this tall. It's going to be a very tall minecart, but the reason why it's so tall is just because like the inside parts where like you'd sit, that had to look right. So that's why it does go so tall. I hope we're not going to run out of concrete. That's my worry, is that we're going to run out of light grey concrete and stuff, but I can always use magic to give us some back, so that's okay. So right, let me just do this corner as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. And then all of this is then just I knew that was going to happen. I knew that was going to happen, where I was just going to fall off. Okay, right, Ryan plummeted to his death, which is quite funny to watch. It's okay, he's back. He's got scaffolding, which is probably the smartest way of doing this. I haven't got any scaffolding, but that's okay, it doesn't matter. So basically this wall, we're just going to try. I think what I'm going to try and do is, if I just get this wall done, I guess we can speed up or cut ahead when we've done the rest. Just because it is a pretty big minecart, and I do want to get some of the other stuff done, because the floor on the bottom is going to be made out of light grey concrete, and by that I mean the very bottom of the minecart is going to be light grey concrete. The inside is going to look a lot more colourful. So the inside of the game is actually going to look like a lot more colourful. We're going to have 2 teams. We're going to have orange and light blue are the colours I picked, and then basically you will then instead of spinning torches, you're going to be spinning tipped arrows, just because they worked well, because it meant that they had like a pointer, and also it meant I could do them different colours. So that's why I decided to do those out of tipped arrows. And then we're also going to have basically the like all the redstone. So it isn't like, I'm going to be honest with you, the redstone is a little bit difficult, which is why I'm half tempted to do it off camera. I think we might get some of it done. Like we could get like the doors opening and like some of that stuff. But I think the more advanced redstone, I think I'm just going to do it off camera. And then what I'll do when we actually played in the tournament is I'll just show it off. I think that's the easiest way to do it without us getting massively confused. I think also, by the way, we've run out of concrete. So yeah, so then this part just going across here, we're just going to do like this. So I'm just going to try and just get this front wall done, and then I'm going to work on the front, and then what I'll do after that is me and Ryan will cut ahead until we've done the other walls and the floor, and then we can start working on the top of the minecart, the top or the bottom, depending on which way you look at it. So yeah, pretty simple, to be honest. Like, it's probably not going to be like the best looking game in the world, but I just think it looks quite cool. Like, I didn't want to really change the original. Like, I think what a lot of people need to remember when they're doing sequels is that you don't want to just revamp the game entirely. Like if you're doing a sequel, it's not a reimagination. You still wanted to have some parts of the original, and I think keeping the minecart like base, but just doing it so it's an actual raised one, I think is just a nice addition. So there we go. So you can kind of see from the front how it'll look. So now I'm going to do the little front where you're actually going to stand on. So this part's also going to be made out of light grey concrete. It's going to go 2 blocks above this part, and then basically then we're just going to do basically like a walkway going around the outside out of this light grey concrete, and then the middle where you'll actually like get in is going to be right in the very center, and it should be a double block middle if we've done this correct. So let me just try and just fill all of this in, and then I've got some black stained glass, I think it is as well, just so then that way then we can make that into panes, just because I didn't really like the look of fences and it kind of fits in with the color scheme. It's not as safe as a fence because with a fence, like you can't jump over them, but with stained glass you can. So it's not going to be as secure, but I would take looks over security any day. I'm only joking. And not in real life. If you're doing something in real life, you want to make sure that it's safe. But in Minecraft, it literally doesn't matter. So do you know what? I'm just going to do this part out of black stained glass instead. And doesn't the view look nice? I mean, once we've got more things built in, it'll look way better. But it's the reason why I wanted to build the game here on the end of this, like on the top of this hill, and also why I wanted it facing that way. It's just because I thought you'd just get a nice view just looking over everything. And it's cool because the entire game is kind of raised up. Like you kind of play the game in the air, which I don't know. Maybe I'm just weird, but I think that's quite interesting. So right, is this the very middle? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is. I guessed that. So basically, this part is where we're just going to have the entrance. So this is where you'll actually walk in. There'll be, say, orange there, light blue there, or vice versa, and a strip of white down the middle. So that's the front part done. So now we need to start doing the rest of this floor. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to cut ahead until we've got the rest of this minecart filled in, because it's going to take a while. If I sped this up, we'd be here for a very long time. So we're just basically just going to do this, go back and forth and just fill all this in, and then we can start doing the top of the minecart. So yeah, so we'll be back in a second. Okay, so we've got the minecart done. Hello, right up there. So yeah, so you can see this is what it looks like. This is what the underneath. I might put some torches into here just because it's very dark. So I will neatly arrange them after, but I think that looks fine. So yeah, so we've got the minecart done. I think Ryan did a like a what's it called on the side? Yeah, he's done like a little scaffolding thing. So let's go and pile up there, and we can yeah, we can start doing the rest of the inside, and then we're pretty much done. So basically, what the inside's going to be made out of is completely black concrete. Oh, there we go. He's already marked the platform as well. I'm not sure how low down it actually goes. Is that the right height? Let me have a look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, he's done it right. So basically, we're just going to fill in all of this with this black concrete, and then we're going to basically just do the walls as black as well. So as I said, this is going to look like as if like you're looking inside of the actual minecart, like as if like you could actually see. Like this wouldn't really matter. It's basically just if you're looking at this from above, then basically it will just make a lot more sense to basically to just have this like here, just so then it just doesn't look weird. So that's the reason why we're doing this. Like you probably will never see this. It's just in case you do happen to just look directly down. At least it won't look strange. So right, so I've nearly got this outline done. Then we could just fill in the sides and then the walls. No, sorry, do the sides and the floor, and then that'll be the minecart for today. Pretty much finished. So yeah, once again, we're just going to cut ahead until we've done. I know we've literally just come back. We're going to cut ahead until we've done this, just because basically, yeah, this is going to take a while. So yeah, so we'll be back in a second again. Right, well, we're done. That took so long to fill in all of this. What I kind of want to do is I want to get a good view. How are we going to get out? Oh, good idea. Well thought. Oh, he perished. Right, I don't know if Ryan's got any more scaffolding. Oh, should we go? Should we go up there? Is that going to be a good place to go and have a look? I should really add an entrance on this side, shouldn't I? I don't know why I've only put one on one side. Right, let's go to the other one. We can go and have a look. That's a good idea. I was just going to pile up somewhere, but yeah, we can have a look. This is my. I don't know what this game's called. What's it called? Skydive. Right, let's go. Let's go up to the top, and then I think. Oh gosh, we're going to fall off, aren't we? Then yeah, this guy. Oh, there we go. You can already see what it's going to look like. So basically, yeah, there we go. Imagine it without that scaffolding on the side, and you've got a pretty good idea as to what my giant minecart's going to look like. So in the next video, we're going to be doing the inside of the minecart. So we're going to be making all the inside arenas, the little room where you're going to put your input, the room where the minecarts are going to be. We're going to do the corridors with the doors. Where's he gone? Oh, you trying to shoot me? We're going to do the maybe a little bit of the redstone. But yeah, we've got a little bit of an ambitious target in the next episode, but we've got the entire minecart done, and I feel very happy. So thank you, Ryan, for your assistance today. Thank you all for watching. I hope you did enjoy it, and we'll see you all at some point.